Well, in this session we are going to talk about some questions from determinant, evaluation of a determinant using properties of determinant. We have discussed some of the questions in our previous sessions. Now we are going to discuss some questions which are frequently asked in CBSE and other competitive exams. See, here we have to prove that the value of this determinant is ABC plus BC plus CA plus AB. Here we can observe that if you add the elements row wise or column wise, it's not working because here you are getting 3 plus A, here you are 3 plus B and 3 plus C. That is nothing you can get common from. So there is a trick, and that is a very simple trick, that if nothing works, try to take something common or try to multiply something ABC by ABC row wise or column wise by your side. Let's see how it is done. So here we are trying to take common A, B, C. Apparently you cannot see common A, B, C, but here if we try this, we'll find that on adding rows we'll get something common, and if we get all the identical elements in a row, then we can take that common, then 1, 1, 1. By making two zeros we can expand it. That is the simple system which we have followed earlier. Well, so here taking out A comma B from first row from R1, R2, R3 respectively. If I take A common from R1, that is, if I am taking something common, means I am going to divide with it all the elements with A. So it will give me 1 by A plus 1, it will give me 1 by A, and this also 1 by A. Now I take B common from R2. If I take B common from R2, this will give me 1 upon B. B into 1 upon B will give me 1. That is, so this is 1 upon B plus 1, and this is 1 upon B. Now this is 1 upon C, this is 1 upon C, because C we have taken common from R3, and this is 1 upon C plus 1. 1 upon C plus 1. Now if we add row elements of a row, we are not getting the same thing, but if we try to add row wise, that is, if you try to add all the elements of a column, that is, if you apply operation in row 1 now becomes row 1 plus row 2 plus row 3. What you get is 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C plus 1. 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C plus 1. 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C plus 1. That is, you will be able to take that out, take that common, and as soon as you will take common, you will get 1, 1, 1. With the help of 3 ones, you will make 2 zeros and proceed as we have done earlier. Let's see how it happens. This is A, B, C. On applying R1 becomes R1 plus R2 plus R3. We get 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C plus 1. Here also we get 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C plus 1. Here also we get 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C plus 1. There is no change in R2, so 1 upon B is here, 1 upon B plus 1 is here, 1 upon B is here. No change in R3, 1 upon C is here, 1 upon C is here, 1 upon C plus 1 is here. Now, we can take 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C plus 1 common from row 1. So it gives us A, B, C, 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C plus 1 common. So this gives us 1, 1, 1. This is 1 by B, 1 by C. This is 1 by B plus 1 and 1 by C. This is 1 by B and 1 by C plus 1. Now, with the help of this one, we make 2 zeros. That is simply C2 now becomes C2 minus C1, and C2 now becomes C2 minus C1, and C3 becomes C3 minus C. Let's have C. So this will give me A, B, C into 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C plus 1. Well, this is simply, there is no change in C1, so 1, 1 upon B, 1 upon C. If I subtract 1 minus 1 is 0. 1 upon B minus plus 1 upon B, that 1 upon B will be cancelled. This will give me 1. 1 upon C minus 1 upon C is 0. Again here 1 minus 1 is 0. 1 upon B minus 1 upon B is 0. Now 1 upon C plus 1 minus 1 upon C. So 1 upon C will be cancelled out. So I will get 1. Now we have got two zeros in first row, so expanding along first row. So we get A, B, C into 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C plus 1 into the value of this determinant comes out to be 1 into 1 minus 0, 1 into 1 minus 0 plus minus 0 plus 0, that is 1. So this is simply A, B, C into 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C plus 1. So if I multiply A, B, C with all the four terms, what I get is A, B, C into 1 upon A will be cancelled out, so B, C plus, if I multiply it with this, B will be cancelled out, A, C. ABC multiplied by 1 by C will give me AB, and ABC multiplied by 1 will give me ABC. So that is ABC plus BC plus CA plus AB is the right hand side. So if you see that nothing is working, what we have discussed in the previous session, that so adding particular two rows or subtracting one row from other, if these things are not working, these elementary transformations are not working, then what we can try is we can take something common, and after taking something common we can observe that either on adding row wise or column wise we are getting something common. After getting common you get 1 1 1, after getting 1 1 1 you make two zeros and expand as we done usually. This is example 16 before exercise 4.2. This question 14 in our textbook, A square plus 1. This is same kind of question. What we are to do is, in this question we are to not only take common. After taking common, what we will find is we are still not able to get something common. So what we do is, if we have taken common from the rows, then what we will do is we will multiply A, B, C in respective rows. If you have taken common from column, multiply it in row. See how it works. Question number 14 of NCERT exercise 4.2. This is A square plus 1. Here B square plus 1. Here C square plus 1. Here A, B, A, C. Here A, B, B, C. And C, A, C, B. C, A, C, B. So this is the scene. If taking out A, B, C common from, let's say, row 1, row 2 and row 3 respectively, what it gives? If you take A, B, C common from row 1, row 2 from B, here you can get C. So if I take A common from here, what I get is A plus 1 by A. A is common. If we divide AB by A, we get B. A is common, so it is C. B is common from this, that is divide all the terms by B, so this is A, this is B plus 1 by B, and this is C. Now C is common, so C is common will give me A, this will give me B, and this will give me C plus 1 by C. Now on adding row wise or column wise, we still are not able to get the same thing, because here A plus B plus C, but plus 1 by A. Here A plus B plus C plus 1 by B. 1 by A is not equal to 1 by B, so we will not be able to take something common. So what we do is, it is give and take method. We have taken from rows, we will give it in columns. So we multiply A in first column, B in second, and C in third. So what we did is, we have taken ABC common from rows and multiplied it in columns. So what it gives? So this column is multiplied by A. It will give me A square plus 1. If I multiply it by A square plus 1. And A square, A square. Multiply all the terms with B. So this will give me B square. This will simply give me, if I multiply by B, B square plus 1. This will give me B square. Multiply all the terms by C, what we find is C square plus 1. Now you can observe, we have got the result. If we add, if we add the elements of a particular row, that means if we apply the operation in column, C1 becomes C1 plus C2 plus C3, A square plus B square plus C square plus 1, A square plus B square plus C square plus 1, A square plus B square plus C square plus 1. So what we do is, we applied the operation in column C1 becomes C1 plus C2 plus C3. So there is a change in C1, no change in C2 and C3, and here we get a square plus b square plus c square plus 1. A square plus b square plus c square plus 1. A square plus b square plus c square plus 1. Again a square plus b square plus c square plus 1. A square plus b square plus c square plus 1. Here it is b square, it is b square plus 1, it is also b square, c square, c square, c square plus 1. Now a square plus b square plus c square plus 1 is common from column 1. So this will give us a square plus b square plus c square plus 1 common from the row 1, column 1. So this gives us 1, 1, 1. This is b square plus 1 and b square. This is c square plus 1. Now we had all ones in first column, so we make two zeros. So what we apply is R2 becomes R2 minus R1, so that we can get 0 here, and also R3 becomes R3 minus R1. So this is a square plus b square plus c square plus 1. Our delta or left hand side becomes this a square. Our answer is 1 plus a square plus b square plus c square. Now we expand it. Now we apply this transformation. There is no change in R1. 1 b square c square. This minus this 0. This minus this 1. C square minus c square 0. Again 1 minus 1 is 0. B square minus b square is 0. C square plus 1 minus c square is 1. Now expanding along. Since we have got two zeros in C1, so expanding along C1 we get a square plus b square plus c square plus 1 into the determinant is 1 multiplied by 1 minus 0. Minus 0 plus 0. So this will give us a square plus b square plus c square plus 1 into 1. Finally a square plus b square plus c square plus 1, that is 1 plus a square plus b square plus c square is the RHS. So if nothing works, what we do is by our side we take common a, b, c from rows and we multiply it in column or vice versa. So this is how we do these kind of questions. Let's take one more question. We have taken this question number 14 of NCERT textbook, exercise 4.2. We have taken example 16 just before the exercise 4.2. Now we are taking a question which is asked in CBSE exam 2018, and it is simply 1. It includes 1, 1, 1, 1 plus 3x, 1 plus 3y, 1, 1, 1. If you add row wise or column wise, you are not going to get the same thing. Here you will get 3 plus 3x, but here we are getting 3 plus 3y, and here 3 plus 3z. So we are not getting same. So what trick we can use is, our delta is simply 1, 1 plus 3y, 1, 1, 1, 1 plus 3z, 1, 1 plus 3x, 1, 1. Now from the first row we have x common. So taking x, y, z common from R1, R2, R3, what we get? See, if I take x common, what we get? 1 by x, 1 by x, 1 by x plus 3. 1 by x, 1 by x, 1 by x plus 3. If I take y common from this, what I get is y common, that is I will divide it by y, 1 by y plus 3. 1 by y plus 3y by y means 3. Here 1 by y, 1 by y. Again I am taking z common from this. So what it gives? 1 by z, 1 by z plus 3 and 1 by z. And you can see the magic. Now if I add the elements of a column, that is if I apply R1 becomes R1 plus R2 plus R3, then all the elements are added. 1 upon x plus 1 upon y plus 1 upon z plus 3. 1 upon x plus 1 upon y plus 1 upon z plus 3. 1 upon x plus 1 upon y plus 1 upon z plus 3. So what we do is we apply this operation. So this kind of questions have frequently been asked in exams. So the trick is try to take out something common so that on adding the elements row wise or column wise you can get something common to get 1 1 1. With the help of those ones you make 2 zeros and expand. That is all about the question. Well, so this gives us x y z. R1 now becomes R1 plus R2 plus R3. This gives us 1 upon x plus 1 upon y plus 1 upon z plus 3. 1 upon x plus 1 upon y plus 1 upon z plus 3. Here also 1 upon x, 1 upon y, 1 upon z plus 3. Here also 1 upon x plus 1 upon y plus 1 upon z plus 3. And there is no change in R2 and R3. So this will be repeated. 1 by y plus 3, 1 by y, 1 by y, 1 by z, 1 by z plus 3 and 1 by z. Now taking 1 by x, 1 by x, y, z is here. So now 1 by x plus 1 by y plus 1 by z plus 3 is common, of course, from row 1. So this is 1, 1, 1. And here 1 by y plus 3, 1 by y, 1 by y. 1 by z, 1 by z plus 3, 1 by z. Now we have got all ones in row 1. So we make 2 zeros with the help of this. So we apply C2 now becomes C2 minus C1 and C3 becomes C3 minus C1. So this gives us xyz multiplied by 1 by x plus 1 by y plus 1 by z plus 3 into, let's see what happens. There is no change in C1. So 1 by y plus 3, 1 by z. Here 1 minus 1 is 0. This 1 by y minus 1 by y plus 3, that 1 by y will be cancelled out. This minus this will give us minus 3. Minus 3. 1 by z will be cancelled out. 1 by z plus 3 minus 1 by z. So 1 by z will be cancelled. It will give us plus 3. Again 1 minus 1 is 0. Now 1 by y minus this. So 1 by y will be cancelled out. Minus 3 we get. Minus 3. Again 1 by z minus 1 by z is 0. So now we have got 2 zeros in R1. So expanding along R1. So this is x, y, z into 1 by x plus 1 by y plus 1 by z plus 3 into this determinant. This determinant will give me 1 into 0 minus of minus 9, that will give us plus 9 minus 0 plus 0. So finally this is 9. So 9xyz into 1 by x plus 1 by y plus 1 by z plus 3, and our answer is this. So what we do is we multiply xyz in with all the terms. So this gives us 9. xyz multiplied by x will give us yz. xyz multiplied by y will give us, y will be cancelled out, xz will be there. xyz multiplied by 1 by z, z will be cancelled out. So this will give us xy. And xyz multiplied by 3 will give us 3xyz. That is our right hand side. So we have discussed some question. This is question number 14 of NCERT textbook. We have discussed an example in which we have taken common. Apparently ABC or XYZ are not seen common, but what we did is we took that common so that we can get something common, and after getting common we get 1 1 1, that it has identical elements. We make 2 zeros and we proceed. Let's have a look on a question which was given by CBSE sample question paper 2019. For the year 2019, CBSE issued its sample question paper, and this was the question given in the sample paper. So if you see this question, you can find that the trick of adding 2 rows or 3 rows or columns is not working. See, if I try to, we are to get a plus b plus c and a square plus b square plus c square. Nowhere you are going to get a plus b plus c here. If you try to add this is 3a plus c minus b, and likewise you are not going to get something common. So what we do is we try to take this column contains a, this column contains b, and this column contains c. So what we do is we by our side multiply, that is simply C1 now becomes A times of C1, C2 now becomes B times of C2, and C3 becomes C times of C3. So what we can do is simply, if I multiply this by A, this by B, this by C, we are multiplying column 1, column 2 and column 3 by A, B, C. So we have to divide at the same time. So we divide by A, B, C. A will be multiplied by the first column. So this will give me, if I multiply it by A, so this gives me A squares plus AC. And this is A square minus AB. When I multiply it by B, what I get is B square minus BC, B square plus AB. Now if I multiply it by C, what I get is C square plus BC, C square minus AC, and multiplying by C we get C square. Now we can see, if we try to add the elements of row, that is if we apply C1 becomes C1 plus C2 plus C3, the question is solved. See, BC will be cancelled by BC, so A square plus B square plus C square. Again here A square plus B square plus C square, AC will be cancelled out. A square plus B square plus C square, AB will be cancelled out. So this is a trick which works if all those logics which we have applied earlier are not working. This is the simplest trick. Multiply or take something common from row or column. So what it gives is 1 upon ABC. Let's check it out what it gives. So here in C1 we will get A square plus B square plus C square. BC will be cancelled out. Here again A square plus B square plus C square, AC will be cancelled out. A square plus B square plus C square. Here again we get A square plus B square plus C square. So what we left is, this is B square minus BC, this is B square, and this is B square plus AB. Again here C square plus BC, C square minus AC, C square. Well, we are taking A square plus B square plus C square common. So this will give us A square plus B square plus C square common. So we get 1, 1, 1. This is B square minus BC, B square plus AB, C square plus BC, C square minus AC, C square. Now what we do is, we have got all ones in C1, so we apply R2 minus R1 and R3 minus R1 to get two zeros and to expand. So this is 1 upon ABC multiplied by A square plus B square plus C square into, this is 1 B square minus BC, C square plus BC. 1 minus 1 is 0. This minus this will simply, B square minus BC will give us simply plus BC. When we subtract this from this, we will get plus BC. And this minus this C square will be cancelled out. This is minus AC minus BC. Minus AC minus BC. Again 1 minus 1 will give me 0. B square plus AB minus B. B square will be cancelled out. AB plus BC. AB plus BC. Here C square will be cancelled out. When we subtract, C minus BC will be. Well, before expanding, we can take C common from this and B common from this if you wish to, and if you do not wish to, you can just expand because we have got two zeros. Now on expanding, what we get, 1 upon ABC into A square plus B square plus C square. So we will left with BC into minus BC. So BC into minus BC by minus this into this. BC into minus BC. So minus AB plus BC into minus AC minus BC. And without any doubt, you can take, actually you can take BC common from here. If you are not taking, no problem at all. What will happen is 1 upon ABC into A square plus B square plus C square into, let's see, minus B square C square. Okay, this minus is there, so AB will be multiplied by, these two terms are negative, let's take negative sign common so that it is good. AB into AC is A square AB into AC is A square BC. A square BC. AB into BC will give simply AB square C. AB square C plus AB square C. Now BC into AC will give ABC square. ABC square. And finally this BC into BC will give us plus B square C square. So we are left with three terms. From all the three terms we have ABC common. So 1 upon ABC into A square plus B square plus C square into, when I take ABC common, this gives me A plus this gives me B and this gives me C. This ABC will be cancelled by 1 upon ABC. So the answer is A square plus B square plus C square into A plus B plus C. This is how we do. Apparently you cannot see A plus B plus C here or A square plus B square plus C square here. But what we do is we multiply by A, B and C. As soon as we multiply A, B, C in columns, what we get is, on adding all the three columns, what we get is A square plus B square plus C square common, so that we can get 3 ones. And as soon as we get 3 ones, we make 2 zeros and expand. So this is how it is done. Now let's take some questions which are frequently asked in not only CBSE but also in other competitive exams. The first 6-7 questions of exercise 4.2. The first few questions of exercise 4.2 are simply multiple choice questions. If you see them properly, if you have a command on properties, then you can simply solve them. Let's take first question number 5, which is here: B plus C, B plus C, C plus A plus B, Q plus R plus P, P plus Q. This is equal to 2 times of APX, A, B, C and P, Q, R, X, Y, Z. So what we do is simply, there are a lot of methods. What we apply? You can split, but if you split with respect to this column, you will get 2 determinants. Now both of them will be splitted with respect to this, then 2 2s are 4, and both of them will be splitted with this, then 4 2s are 8. There will be 8 determinants. Out of those 8, 6 will have repeated column or repeated row, so that the value of those 6 determinants will be 0 and the remaining 2 will be 2 A, B, C, P, Q, R, X, Y, Z. But we are not going to do that. See, the question is B plus C, C plus A plus B, Q plus R, R plus P, then P plus Q. Now it is done. Y plus Z ended with Z, so Z plus X ended with X, X plus Y. Now we are to take 2 common. See, if I do, so we cannot, by adding this X, Y, Z and ABC will be mixed, so we are to apply the operations row wise. So what we do is, R1 now becomes R1 minus R2 minus R3, or what we call R1 minus sum of R2 and R3. So what we find is, our delta is B plus C minus B plus C minus C plus A plus B. So B and C will be cancelled out, and A and A, 2A minus 2B. Here I get minus 2A. So here I will get minus 2P, and here we will get minus 2X. C plus A, R plus P, Z plus X, A plus B, P plus Q, X plus Y. Well, so now I can take minus 2 common. So A, P, X, C plus A, R plus P, Z plus X, A plus B, P plus Q, X plus Y. Now we can observe that on the RHS all the elements are single term. There are no sum. So what we can do is to convert it in single. So if I subtract this from this, what I get? This one from this. So A will be cancelled, P will be cancelled, and X will be cancelled. We will get C, R, Z. So what we do is R2 now becomes R2 minus R1, and R3 now becomes R3 minus R1. So minus 2, this will give us APX. This will give us C plus A minus A will C. R plus P minus P will be cancelled out, R. Here X will be cancelled out, Z. This minus this will give me B. This minus this P will be cancelled out, so we get Q. X will be cancelled out, so we get. Now we have a negative sign, and if we interchange, so APX is in the first row, it's all right. CRZ is here in the second, but here in the third. So what we are to do is R2 is to be interchanged by R1. When we interchange any two rows or columns, what we find is the numerical value remains same, but the sign of determinant changes. So when I apply this, the sign will be changed. So this will be plus 2 times of APX. Now the third will go to the second, and second row will go to third. So BQY will be there, BQY, and this will be CRZ. This is what I just. So it can, if the answer is not like this, suppose this is not the answer, answer is this: APX, BQR, and CRZ. That is ABC in rows. ABC, BQR. This we know that the determinant of A is equal to determinant of A transpose, or simply if we interchange all the rows and columns, the value of determinant do not change. So this is a question which were asked 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14 by making small changes. Sometimes it was this was transpose, sometimes this was transport. So this is how the question is asked. Now we take some MCQ type questions from our textbook. That is the first few questions of exercise 4.2. We are having questions from exercise 4.2, and we have known the properties properly. So we can do these questions in so many ways. So here the first question is the value of this determinant. Without expanding, we have to prove that the value of this determinant is 0. So we can observe, if I try, C3 becomes C3 minus C1 plus C2. X plus A will be, X and A both cancel, Y and B will be cancelled, and Z plus C will be cancelled. So we get all zeros. As soon as we get all zeros in a row or a column, the value of the determinant is 0. Or we can apply split. If I split it into two parts, that is X, Y, Z, A, B, C, and in the first part I use X, Y, Z, plus in the second part the X, Y, Z and A, B, C are same, and I use A, B, C. A, B, C. So here we can see C1 and C3 are identical, so it is 0. Why it is 0? You can apply C3 minus C1. C3 becomes C3 minus C1, that will give us all zeros. There is a property that if all the elements are identical or proportional, then the value of the determinant is 0. Here these two are identical, so this is 0. So there are so many ways we can prove this. One is C3, or you can do C3 becomes C3 minus C1. As soon as you subtract C1 from here, you will get X, Y, Z eliminated. Now these two are identical, so it is 0. So there are so many ways. In different books you will find different kind of solutions, but all are simple use of properties, and we must have a good command. We have done so many questions, so we can understand these properties, how the property is applied. Now here, if you go for this, R1 becomes R1 plus R2 plus R3, or equivalently if you give C1 plus C2 plus C3, what you find is B is negative, B is positive, C is negative, C is positive, A is negative, A is positive. If you add all, A will be cancelled, B will be cancelled, C will be cancelled, that is you are going to get 0, 0, 0. If you apply this, you will get all zeros in first row, so that value of determinant is 0. If you apply this, you will get all zeros in first column, and the value of the determinant is 0. So this kind of operations we have used so many times. Here this is a numerical question. If you try it, how many times it is? Approximately 7 9 ja 63, 8 9 ja 72, 72 plus 3. Okay. So what you do is simply first C3 becomes C3 minus C1. So if you apply this, what you get? 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. This minus 65 minus, this is 63. 75 minus 3 is 72. 86 minus 5 is 81, and this is simply proportional to this, or you don't apply this property that these are proportional, just take common. These are multiples of 9, so take 9 common. 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. As soon as you get 9 common from here, you get 7, 8, 9. These two are identical. Even if you are not going to apply this property that two are identical, that's why it is 0, you apply C3 becomes C3 minus C2, so you get all zeros here. So without expanding, we got that the value is 0, or simply if you have a clue, C3 becomes C3 minus 9 times of this, 9 times of C2 minus C1. If you apply this, you will get all zeros here. That is how we do. Here also, you can see this is actually AB plus AC. AB plus AC. This is BC plus AB. BC plus AB. And here AC plus BC. AC plus BC. Without any doubt, you can see AB, BC, CA. AB, BC, CA. AB, BC, CA. So if you add, if you apply C3 becomes C3 plus C2, you will get here AB plus BC plus CA. AB plus BC plus CA. Same you are going to get here AB plus BC plus CA. AB plus BC plus CA. As soon as you take AB plus BC plus CA common, you get here 1, 1, 1. These two are identical, so the value of determinant is 0. These are the MCQ type questions which you can do easily if you have a good command on the properties. Now we go for these questions in which we are to expand by applying properties. So we must apply at least two valid transformations. So here in question 6, this is a good question in which we will get an important result, that the determinant of a skew symmetric matrix of odd order is always 0. The value of this will, because it is skew symmetric, its value is going to be 0, or it is of an odd order, 3 by 3, not for 2 by 2. This result doesn't good hold. The value of a skew symmetric determinant is of odd order. Odd order is always 0. How will prove it? See our delta is here. If I take or simply I say R1 becomes minus 1 times of R1, R2 becomes minus 1 times of R2, and R3 becomes minus 1 times of R3. So if I take negative sign common, what I get is 0 minus A plus B. From here, if I take negative sign common, I get plus A, 0 plus C. If I take negative sign common, minus B minus C, 0. Now we have taken minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1, that is minus 1 cube. Now this is minus 1 cube is negative. This is 0 minus AB, A 0 C minus B minus C 0. Now we interchange rows and columns. See, if we interchange the rows and columns, we have the properties on interchanging, Ci and Ri's. All the rows are interchanged with column, that is, if we transpose a determinant, the value remains same. So the minus sign is here, we transpose this. So first row becomes first column, 0 minus AB. This will give me A0C. And this is minus B minus C0, which is actually our delta. This actually is the original question, delta 0A minus B minus A0 minus C, B C0. So delta is equal to minus delta, it will be transposed to the left hand side. So delta plus delta is equal to 0, that is 2 times of delta is 0, means delta is 0 by 2, means the determinant is 0. The determinant of a skew symmetric matrix of odd order will always be 0. For even order, it do not hold good. Suppose I have determinant of skew symmetric determinant of even order. This is suppose, so delta A here, the determinant of A will not be 0 because 0 into 0 is 0 minus of minus A square. That will give us A square, not 0. So if we have a determinant which is skew symmetric of odd order, that is the order is either 3 or 5 or 7, then the value of that determinant is 0. This is what we could have discussed. Now question 7, very simple it is. You can see A common from here, B common from here, C common from here. So A, B, C is common, so you get minus A, here B and C. You can get B common, so A minus B, C. You can get C common, so A, B minus C. Again you can get A, B, C common from columns. So A, B, C into A, B, C. A, B, C into A, B, C will give minus 1, 1, 1. 1 minus 1, 1. 1, 1 minus 1. Now to make two zeros, what you can do is R2 becomes R2 plus R1 and R3 becomes R3 plus R1. If you add this to, you will get 0. So this is ABC into ABC is A square, B square, C square, minus 1, 1. 1 you are adding, this is 0, this is also 0, 1 plus 1 is 2. This is 1 minus 1 is 0, 1 plus 1 is 2 and minus 1 plus 1 is 0. Now on expanding along first column, A square, B square, C square into minus 1 times of this. Minus 1 times of 0 minus 0 into 2 into 2. So 0 minus 4 minus 0 times of something plus 0. So this is minus 1 into minus 4 is 4A square, B square, C square. 4A square, B square, C square is the answer. This is how we use the properties of determinants. So you can solve all the questions based on the evaluating the value of a determinant by using properties or without expanding. Just apply the property, without expanding you get the result. I hope you will be able to do all the questions which are given in the textbook and in CBSE question papers and sample question papers. Thank you.